Watch out for narcissists who are jealous and envious of you. Marcus Aurelius and Stoicism. Freedom is the ultimate goal in life. It is achieved by disregarding things beyond our control. Imagine walking through a world where every move and success is overshadowed by a sinister force. This force not only desires what you have, but also aims to undermine your achievements. This is not a plot from a dystopian novel. It is the reality for those entangled in the web of narcissistic jealousy and envy. But why focus on such a heavy topic? Because understanding is the first step towards liberation and healing. Jealousy is a familiar emotion in the human experience. It is complex, uncomfortable, but universally felt. However, when we shift our focus to narcissism, jealousy takes on a darker and more destructive form. It becomes a reflection of deep insecurity and a manifestation of profound inadequacy. This is not the fleeting envy we feel when a friend buys a new car or a colleague gets a promotion. This is a jealousy that seeks to diminish, control, and destroy. Let us ground ourselves in Stoic wisdom. The Stoics, with their profound understanding of human nature, teach us the importance of focusing on what is within our control and letting go of what is not. They remind us that tranquility comes from recognizing the external as merely external. Applying Stoicism's principles to the whirlwind of narcissistic jealousy means acknowledging the storm, but choosing not to be swept away by it. It means seeing the envy of a narcissist not as a reflection of your worth, but as a mirror of their own turmoil. In this exploration, we dive into the psychology of narcissism and journey into the intersection where insecurity meets aggression. As we navigate these challenging waters, we look to Stoic philosophy for guidance and a way to anchor ourselves amidst the storm. I urge you not to skip any part of this video for a comprehensive understanding. If you find value in our journey, please consider subscribing to stay updated with more insights that illuminate the human experience. Narcissism is often misunderstood as mere vanity or self-absorption. In reality, it runs much deeper into the psyche. It is a complex web of desires for admiration and acknowledgement, intertwined with a vulnerability to even the slightest critique. To truly grasp the essence of narcissism, we must understand it as a profound emotional labyrinth rooted in early experiences of inadequacy or neglect. Let us introduce Stoicism into this narrative. Stoicism, a philosophy that values inner tranquility and the ability to distinguish between what we can and cannot control, offers a compelling lens through which to view narcissism. Imagine a Stoic approach to understanding narcissistic behavior. Instead of taking it personally, we see it as a reflection of the other person's inner turmoil. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our own reactions and perceptions, finding peace not in changing the narcissist, but in managing our responses to them. In the narrative of narcissism, we encounter individuals profoundly affected by how they are perceived by others. Their self-esteem is tied to external validation, making them highly sensitive to criticism. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius or Epictetus would advise us to look inward when dealing with narcissistic behaviors. They would encourage us to cultivate our inner strength, resilience, and compassion, not just for our own well-being, but also as a means of navigating the challenging behaviors of others with grace. Understanding narcissism goes beyond diagnosing or labeling behaviors. It deepens our understanding of human vulnerability and the various ways it can manifest. It is about recognizing the person behind the facade and acknowledging their need for acceptance, love, and security. Through a Stoic perspective, we are reminded that our power lies not in changing others, but in cultivating our inner strength, empathy, and resilience. At the core of narcissistic envy lies an interplay between an inflated yet fragile ego and a deep sense of inadequacy. This envy is not the ordinary jealousy we experience from time to time. It is a more insidious feeling that not only desires what others have, but also resents them for having it. Understanding this mechanism of narcissistic envy requires delving into its depths and nuances, and considering how Stoic principles can help us navigate it. Narcissistic envy stems from a deep-seated feeling of inadequacy and a fear of being seen as less than. It is not merely a desire for someone else's success or possessions, it is a fundamental dissatisfaction with oneself. Narcissists often see life as a zero-sum game, where one person's gain is their loss. This scarcity mindset exacerbates their envy. Stoics like Marcus Aurelius would remind us that true worth comes from our character and actions, not from the opinions of others or material possessions. By focusing on personal growth and self-reflection, we can mitigate the destructive aspects of envy and shift our perspective from what others have to what we can become. Comparison and competition play a significant role in narcissistic envy. Narcissists constantly compare themselves to others in all aspects of life, fueling their envy. Stoicism teaches us to compare ourselves only to our past selves, striving for personal improvement rather than trying to surpass others. This focus on personal growth and self-reflection helps shift our perspective from what others have to what we can become. Stoicism also encourages us to reflect on what truly matters in life. External achievements and possessions do not contribute to our moral virtue. Stoicism invites us to find satisfaction in our own progress and resilience. This internal focus helps us understand that our worth is not determined by outshining others, but by living in accordance with our values and principles. Recognizing how narcissists express their jealousy and envy, armed with Stoic wisdom, empowers us to navigate these challenges with grace. We can maintain our inner peace and continue our journey towards personal growth and fulfillment, unaffected by external judgments and comparisons. Coping with narcissistic envy requires self-awareness, boundaries, and understanding the motivations of narcissists. It involves recognizing their behaviors as manifestations of their insecurities and responding in ways that protect our well-being while minimizing conflict. Stoicism provides valuable guidance in this journey. Recognizing the nature of narcissistic envy is crucial. It is not simply jealousy over material possessions or achievements. It is a deeper envy of perceived qualities, relationships, and successes. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our internal responses and values, rather than seeking external validation. By understanding that we cannot control the emotions or actions of others, only our reactions to them, we can maintain our peace of mind in the face of narcissistic envy. Setting clear boundaries is essential when dealing with narcissists. Communicating our limits calmly and assertively, and sticking to them, helps protect our well-being. Stoicism encourages us to stand firm in our principles and recognize what is within our power to change. While we cannot change the narcissist's behavior, we can control how much access they have to our lives and how their actions affect us. Maintaining compassion, both for ourselves and the narcissist, is beneficial. Stoicism reminds us that everyone is on their own path, struggling with their internal battles. Viewing the narcissist through this lens does not excuse their behavior, but reduces the emotional impact on us. It is about seeing the humanity behind their actions and responding with empathy. Focusing on what truly matters, our character, actions, and responses, is another Stoic principle that helps cope with narcissistic envy. Prioritizing our well-being, engaging in self-care, and cultivating supportive and genuine relationships are essential. Stoicism encourages us to find satisfaction in personal growth and internal validation, rather than seeking external approval. Seeking support from friends, family, or professionals can provide additional perspectives and coping strategies. Leaning on our support network strengthens our resilience and reminds us of our worth, independent of the narcissist's opinions or actions. Coping with narcissistic envy is about reinforcing our inner strength, setting and maintaining boundaries, and focusing on personal growth and well-being. As we conclude our exploration of narcissistic jealousy and envy, we recognize the opportunity for personal growth and understanding they present. Stoicism has been our anchor throughout this discussion, reminding us that true contentment comes from within. By focusing on our internal responses, values, and growth, we can maintain our peace of mind in the face of narcissistic envy. Narcissistic envy often stems from a constant need for validation and admiration from others. Narcissists base their self-worth on external measures of success and are easily threatened by the achievements or qualities they perceive in others. This desperation for recognition creates a toxic dynamic where they become consumed by jealousy and envy. However, Stoic philosophy offers a powerful tool to navigate this destructive behavior. Stoicism teaches us to focus on our own personal growth and values instead of seeking external validation. By cultivating self-awareness and reflecting on our own actions and character, we can detach ourselves from the opinions and judgments of narcissists. This inward focus allows us to develop resilience and maintain our sense of self-worth, regardless of the envy directed towards us. Furthermore, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of setting boundaries when dealing with narcissists. By clearly communicating our limits and sticking to them, we protect our well-being and prevent their toxic behavior from impacting us deeply. Stoicism encourages us to prioritize our own peace of mind and define what is within our control, rather than attempting to change the narcissists themselves. In addition, it is crucial to recognize that narcissistic envy is rooted in the narcissist's own deep-seated insecurities and inadequacies. While their behavior may be hurtful, viewing them with compassion reminds us that they are also battling their own internal struggles. Stoicism encourages empathy towards others, not as a means of excusing their actions, but as a way to minimize the emotional impact on ourselves. Narcissistic envy can manifest in various ways, including passive-aggressive behaviors and relentless criticism. Stoicism teaches us to detach ourselves from these external judgments and focus on our own growth and values. By prioritizing our own well-being and surrounding ourselves with supportive relationships, we can shield ourselves from the negative impact of narcissistic envy. It is important to note that narcissistic envy is not limited to personal achievements or possessions. Narcissists can also envy qualities such as kindness, intelligence, or charisma. Stoicism encourages us to recognize the intrinsic value of these qualities within ourselves and strive for personal improvement, rather than seeking validation from others. By embracing our own unique strengths and attributes, we become less susceptible to the destructive effects of narcissistic envy. Furthermore, Stoicism teaches us the power of acceptance and resilience. Instead of being consumed by resentment or attempting to change the narcissist, we can focus on cultivating our inner strength and maintaining our sense of self-worth. By understanding that we cannot control the emotions or actions of others, we free ourselves from the burden of seeking approval or validation from narcissistic individuals. Narcissistic envy can also manifest in narcissists constantly seeking attention and admiration from others. They thrive on being the center of attention and become resentful when others receive praise or recognition. Stoicism encourages us to shift our focus from external validation to cultivating our own self-worth. By developing inner confidence and embracing our unique qualities, we can become less affected by the envy of narcissists. In addition, narcissistic envy often leads to destructive behaviors such as gossiping, spreading rumors, or engaging in passive-aggressive tactics. Stoicism teaches us the importance of maintaining our integrity and staying true to our values in the face of such behavior. By refusing to engage in their toxic games, we protect our well-being and maintain our sense of peace. Furthermore, Stoicism reminds us to be mindful of our own reactions to narcissistic envy. It is natural to feel hurt or angry when faced with jealousy or envy, but Stoic philosophy encourages us to practice emotional resilience. By recognizing that the envy of others is a reflection of their own insecurities, we can cultivate empathy and respond with compassion instead of succumbing to negativity. Lastly, Stoicism emphasizes the power of gratitude in combating narcissistic envy. By focusing on what we already have and appreciating our own accomplishments, we can foster a sense of contentment that is immune to the envy of others. Gratitude allows us to shift our perspective from what we lack to what we have achieved, creating a shield against the destructive effects of narcissistic envy. In conclusion, understanding narcissistic envy through the lens of Stoic philosophy empowers us to navigate its complexities with grace and resilience. By focusing on our own personal growth, setting boundaries, cultivating empathy, and embracing gratitude, we can protect our well-being and maintain inner peace in the face of narcissistic jealousy and envy. In conclusion, understanding narcissistic envy through the lens of Stoic philosophy empowers us to navigate its complexities with grace and resilience. By focusing on our own personal growth, setting boundaries, cultivating empathy, and embracing gratitude, we can protect our well-being and maintain inner peace in the face of narcissistic jealousy and envy. Stoicism teaches us to detach ourselves from external judgments, prioritize our own values, and recognize the intrinsic worth within ourselves. By practicing emotional resilience and refusing to engage in toxic behaviors, we can shield ourselves from the destructive effects of narcissistic envy. Ultimately, Stoicism offers a powerful tool to navigate the challenges posed by narcissistic individuals, allowing us to maintain our sense of self-worth and inner tranquility.